This video is brought to you by EA Creator Network. Thanks to EA for providing me the code for the pack. Hello everyone, this is Abi aka onlyabidoang, and today we're gonna be taking a look at 10 features that you might not know in the new Sims 4 expansion pack, Businesses and Hobbies. Or rather, businesses and more businesses. Because this pack is more focused on the business side of things, and the only new activity this pack introduced is pottery and tattooing, and maybe candy making to an extent. Where's ballet, car restoration, bands, or new musical instruments? Yeah, despite the pack name, if you're looking for a variety of new hobbies, this pack is definitely not it. Anyway, before going further, a quick reminder that I now have a creator code as part of an EA affiliate program. Feel free to enter the code onlyabidoang when purchasing any Sims 4 packs or other Sims games in the EA desktop app or thesims.com if you want to directly support me, but keep in mind that it's not a discount code. There's also a spring sale going on right now, so you may want to check that out. Alright, enough about that, let's take a look at some of the features of this pack. This pack introduces a new type of business Sims can run called small business, and they can run them either on their own home or in their own lot. Unlike the club activities in Get Together, there are plenty of activities you can set as your business, and this includes features from other packs. This includes employee assignments as well. For example, you can start some sort of a pet cafe or a pet daycare for customers with cats and dogs as the main attraction. You can also have certain food processing items from other packs in your business, such as the bubble tea counter from high school years or the espresso machine from Get Together. You can start your own bowling alley if you want, or perhaps a karaoke bar of your own, but be sure to put rooms on each of the karaoke machines to avoid something like this. You can start a laundromat so your customers will come and do their laundries, but this doesn't always work properly because your customers may leave before even finishing their laundry, making the washing machine full of unfinished laundries. You can start a business for Sims to discover new activities from other packs where you can also assign your employees to mentor the customers, and you can also sell your customers' creations as a bonus. Or perhaps you can also start a magical business where occults can show off their powers here with huge cauldrons, seance tables, and tarot readings from your employees. And many other ideas to think about. Let your imagination run wild. Additionally, with the new whiteboard object, you can also start a class in your business to lecture your customers various skills from other packs as long as you're skilled enough. And of course, you can also assign your employees to automatically give lectures of said skills. If you click on the stove, a fridge, or this new cookbook object, there's now the option to create your own family recipe. In this menu, you can choose a base recipe for the dish, which is any dish your sim can cook, a secret ingredient, and a special meal effect. You can then name the meal and start creating them as usual. For the special meal effect, at first only one effect is available to choose, but the rest has their own unlock requirements that you need to accomplish first, like graduating from school, having a child, completing 50 wands, experiencing heartbreak, and many others. You'll get a notification if you've unlocked a new meal effect. If a family recipe is eaten, the special effect will last for 8 hours. There are 11 meal effects to choose from. Motivating freezes one random need so it won't be decreased. Home Remedy reduces the duration of illnesses from Get to Work pack. Moodlet Booster increases the duration of your happy and inspired buffs. Academic Ace increases the speed at which homework is completed. Comfort Food reduces the duration of sad and uncomfortable debuffs. Dream Chaser makes Sims earn double the satisfaction points when completing wants and aspirations. Heartbreak Healer reduces the duration of heartbroken debuffs. Low Maintenance slows down the need decay of toddlers and children, though no effect for older Sims if they eat one. Spontaneous Rage makes you more successful in mean interactions and more likely to win a fight. Fertility Unleashed increases the chances of conceiving twins or triplets, and Mysterious Fuel rejuvenates Sims with a bit of energy each bite, makes your energy need decay slower, makes you become fatigue slower when working out, and prevents elder Sims from experiencing any exhaustion. Once you've made a family recipe, it can be prepared again later. You can also teach a recipe you've created to other Sims, and this includes kids, so they can cook it later once they are old enough. In the new world of Nordhaven, you may run into this shady-looking sim. At first, they may visit your sim's house to teach you on how to start a small business. Later, they can be found in the Iverstad district at night, specifically in this dark alley. This sim is called Trashley Real Pearson, which is a legitimate and normal sim of course. Well, if you ignore the obvious raccoon tail and paw prints on the trench coat that is. They can only be met at night and usually be found eating candies or rummaging through their favorite trash bin. You can interact with them as usual, but basically this sim is a shady vendor and you can buy their wares. They will usually sell random stuff like harvestables, potions, and artworks. They also sell this bootleg power sip drink that if drunk will drop your sim's energy need instead. But most importantly, they also sell these 3 types of boxes named Box, Better Box, and Best Box. These are basically like loot boxes. If you open it, you may get nothing, a random item or collectibles, or some simoleons. The better the box, the more chance you'll get better items. You may even receive these new artwork collectibles, aka trashley certified art, which consists of forged versions of existing artworks in the base game made by Trashley, but with some hilarious twists or raccoon references. Each also has a unique description written by Trashley, and some even include some lore, such as the story of Princess Cordelia. They may also sell one of these forged artwork in their wares. If you completed this collection, you'll get this plaque in the mail the next day. Additionally, if Trashley is around, they may also randomly hug you to pickpocket some of your simoleons. You can ask him about it, and they may react positively and give you a few simoleons back or some gifts. They may also randomly hug you, but this time they will sneak some random items in your inventory instead. You can ask him if he's single, and he'll state that he is a single person and not multiple individuals or anything. And no, you cannot romance them, and thank gosh for that, especially since they're pretty much a bunch of raccoons. Also, if your sim has this raccoon tattoo, that can be unlocked if the tattoo artist has designed it once using the digitalistic sketchpad, and then you show this tattoo off to Trashley, they will really appreciate it, and all items in their wares will be discounted. One last thing, if you wear this raccoon costume from City Living and interact with them, they will be offended by your costume and give out this statement. Pottery is the new skilled activity in this pack, but keep in mind that once you've created a pottery creation, other sims can choose to break it into pieces. It can also be broken by toddlers and even pets, so be sure to check on where you put them. Sure, you can use the unbreakable glaze at level 10, but maybe you do want it to be broken. Heck, you can even break them yourself after glazing it. Why? Because on level 7 of the pottery skill, you'll unlock the ability to repair the broken pottery through the art of kintsugi, aka repairing a once broken pottery. Once this is done on the pottery wheel, the final product will have much higher base selling value compared to before it's broken, even if the quality is the exact same. So now you'd probably want to thank your pets and kids for breaking them. This pack introduced skill mastery perks, which comes in different types. Obtaining them is rare and occurs as a pop-up when practicing a skill at a high level. The chances increases if the sim is an elder, being mentored, or attending hobby classes. Once you unlock a mastery perk, a notification will appear with a randomly assigned perk related to the skill you are practicing. You can choose to accept or reject it. If you are struggling to unlock a skill mastery perk, you can purchase the Mastery Perk Bestower Potion from the reward store for 8,000 points, allowing you to pick any skill mastery perk you want. Sims can have up to 4 mastery perks at a time, but if you need to make room for a new one, you can buy the Mastery Perk Remover Potion for 100 points. Additionally, if you have a strong relationship with an elder who has a mastery perk, you can ask them to share one with you. Many elders in Nordhaven have at least one mastery perk, so be sure to take advantage of these old farts before they die of old age. If your sim is an elder, they can also bestow their mastery perks to others. There are 18 types of mastery perks that sims can acquire. Some offer simple boosts like the pigeonhole perks, which let you learn a specific skill category twice as fast while slowing progress in other categories. Aura perks allow sim to emit an aura that helps others nearby to learn a particular skill category faster. Aspirational perks grant satisfaction points for creating crafts or learning mental skills. Secret Spice and Final Touch improve the quality of crafted items and food. Stamina perks such as Second Wind let sim works out for extended periods without getting tired, while Stellar Stamina reduces fatigue and prevents elder from becoming dangerously tired. But there are some interesting ones too. In the Zone gives sims a chance to enter a focus state while building a skill, freezing all their needs for 12 hours so you don't have to worry about your need decay. Powerful Performer boosts relationships with audience that watches your performance and reduces their negative moodless duration. Mental Muscles allows sims to gain muscles by practicing mental skills but lose it if they neglect it, meaning you could game all day and then get extra ripped at the end of the day. Space Bender lets sims teleport anywhere almost instantly, though they might get nauseous afterward and you have to wait 2 hours before using it again. And my favorite, Skillful Sleep. With this perk, if your sim is tired enough, they can choose to have a skillful sleep if you click on the bed. While sleeping, a ghostly projection of your sim will appear and start using random skill-related objects on the lot. It's basically like an astral projection, but you cannot control it. The projection will autonomously try out various activities and other sims won't be able to interact with it. Once your sim wakes up, the projection vanishes and you'll gain all the skills it learned. You can also choose to make them disappear early and you'll still keep the progress. Each district in Nordhaven has a canal running through it, specifically in Gamelvik and Iverstad. Besides fishing, Sims can use the fishing sign near the canal to clean it. Instead of catching fish, they'll put out random junks, upgrade parts, and collectibles, including a new collectible, bike parts. Cleaning the canal in Gamelvik gives bike wheels, while cleaning the canal in Iverstad gives bike frames. There are 10 bike wheels and 18 bike frames to collect, and each piece comes with a bit of lore about Nordhaven. I'm too lazy to piece it all together, so feel free to read them one by one. And what happens when you complete the collection? The next day, you will receive a voucher in the mail that you can redeem for a free bike. Is it an exclusive, one-of-a-kind bike? Nope, you can just buy the same bike in buy mode for 125 simoleons, so it's not that special. Meanwhile, the bike parts are purely decorative. It would have been so cool if you could actually repair them into a functional bike or something. This pack introduced a new candy making machine where you can create new types of candies like cotton candies, jelly beans, and lollipops with the cooking skill. But if you have level 5 mischief skill, you'll be able to create shock version of these candies. If you eat one of these shock candies, your sim will then start laughing uncontrollably and have their voice pitch turned to extra high, as if they're on helium or something. They'll get this playful buff and have their eyes glow. Additionally, they can do this bring the lightning interaction if you click on the ground, similar to the supercharged buff after you're shocked by lightning in Season Expansion Pack. You cannot shock sims with this though. Unfortunately, the shock candies seem to be bugged for child sims because they cannot seem to finish any shocked candies, so after the second bite, they will be stuck on this eating state forever until you cancel it. As mentioned earlier, this pack allows sims to start their own small business. But how early can they actually begin? Young adults? Teens? Well, surprisingly, even children can start their business journey. They can hire employees, greet customers, fire employees, and much more. However, there is a small catch. They can only unlock perks up to the second tier. For the rest of the perks, it can only be unlocked once they grow up. So as long as they have wealthy parents funding their venture, anything is possible. Now they can truly be an actual small business owner. Get it? Eh? Okay, never mind. In Nordhaven, you can uncover more stories about the new pre-made households. One of the most notable is the feud between the Lodens and the Hoffmans. The Lodens, led by the eldest member Grandma Hattie Loden, have an ongoing rivalry with the Hoffmans, a family consisting of a man and his grandson, Bruno and Felix Hoffman. Though oddly, they don't seem to have a permanent residence in Nordhaven. You can ask members of either family about the feud, and each will have their own perspective and opinion. In summary, it seems that the feud started when one family supposedly having the same exact recipe of a jelly bean cookie, so they think one is stealing from the other. They will even share more details about the feud if you're close enough with them, with some thinking about reconciling with each other or wanting them to be friends again deep down. Additionally, if you play as either the Hoffmans or the Lodens and interact with the rival family, there's the option to argue about family feud. Strange that despite this feud, if you play as them, they don't seem to know a single person from the supposedly rival family. Maxis, you need to do better if you want to build some good lore in this game. Meanwhile, there's also a pre-made household called the Urbane House Sharers household where a guy named Crispin Black and his adoptive kid, Ollie, shares houses with Cannonball Coleman. You can ask anyone from the household about Ollie's parents. If you still have low relationship with them, they will consider your question a bit rude and provide a joke answer. But as you grow closer, their answers will be more genuine and eventually it will be revealed that Ollie's biological parents are Skid Mark and Jade. Fun fact, Grandma Hattie and Cannonball Coleman actually originated from a Sims spin-off game called The Earps Sims in the City on the Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS. Crispin Black is also from the Earps, but the console version. And while they don't appear in the game, Ollie Mark's parents, Skid Mark and Jade, are also characters from the Earps console edition. Pretty cool that these forgotten characters have made a comeback in The Sims 4. This pack introduces a new powerful Create a Sim tool, an actual paint mode for creating custom tattoos. It works similarly to the paint mode used for designing pet coats and werewolf fur, but this time you can apply it separately to different body parts of a sim. As you can see, I'm not so talented when it comes to this. Luckily, the gallery has a section where you can find custom tattoos made by skilled creators. There are already some really cool designs available, but if tattoos aren't your thing, you might be surprised by the other creative ways people have used this tool. For example, some creators have used it to make custom makeup that covers your sim's entire face, skin overlays to add realism to certain body parts, and unique features like moles, freckles, eye bags, and scars. Others have even recreated accessories like body piercings or added dramatic details like a bloody nose, chest wounds, and even props. So if you can't use custom content or are playing on console, this tool is a great way to get a CC-like experience without actually needing mods. Before wrapping up, here are some honorable mentions for features in this pack. Both Iverstad and Gemelvik in Nordhaven have swimmable bodies of water. If you have seasons installed, Nordhaven can get snow, as seen in some of the footage I've shown earlier. Some active perks that you've unlocked in small business can still be used outside business hours and locations, as long as you still own the business. Clicking on the train station gives you the option to watch trains, where Sims will sit on a bench nearby and watch them pass by, even getting a moodlet from it. And finally, Nordhaven hosts various hobby meetups for certain skills, and you can choose whether or not to receive notifications when one is happening. So those are some features that you might not know in the Sims 4 Business and Hobbies expansion pack. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you do and want more Sims videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. See you later!